You still believe that everything happening to you is a coincidence, and you keep believing in the nonsense you created yourself. If you can show the courage to watch this message-like video sent to you until the end, you will understand that what you think is a problem is actually a divine balance. O chosen human being, are you still single? While everyone around you is getting married, getting engaged, having children, are you still alone? And when people ask you, why haven't you gotten married yet? You say inside, I don't know either. Maybe you feel incomplete. Maybe you think you are not beautiful enough, not good enough, not valuable enough. There is pressure from your family. They say, we have reached this age. When will we see grandchildren? There is pressure from your friends. They all go to weddings. They all have babies. And you are still completely alone. When you lie down in your bed at night, you look at the empty pillow and think, did God forget me? But I will tell you this. No. Be silent. Stop and listen carefully. You are not incomplete. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You have been marked since the cradle. You are someone God has set apart according to a special plan. What does our holy book say? It may be that you dislike something which is good for you, and it may be that you like something which is bad for you. God knows and you do not know. While you ask, why me? God says, because you are special. While you ask, when? God says, at the right time. While you ask, everyone is happy, why am I not? God says, you were created for a different happiness. And this video is the good news that your right time is approaching. But know this, before God gives you what you deserve, He beautifies both you and that person. He prepares, He purifies, He matures. Now listen carefully, because this video will break the cycle of nonsense you keep repeating in your mind. Are you ready? Then let us begin. O chosen child of humanity, I will ask you something. Have you ever noticed that some people are invisible even in the middle of a crowd? You are like that. People see you, but they do not truly see you. They talk to you, but they do not understand you. They know you, but they do not know your value. Maybe you go to an event. There are hundreds of people there, but no one talks to you. Maybe you share something on social media, but no one likes it, no one comments. Maybe you stand in a community, but it is as if you are invisible. And this hurts you deeply. You say, why does no one see me? You say, am I really this worthless? But know this, God hid you. He placed a veil over you. Why? Because you are not a treasure that everyone can see. Because even if they saw you, they would not understand your value. Wisdom says this, when God loves a servant, He hides them from people's eyes until the one worthy of them arrives. You are not a cheap item displayed in a shop window. You are a treasure, and treasures are kept in protected places. They are buried, they are hidden. Think about it. Where are the most valuable things in the world kept? Gold. Where is it? In the ground, in deep mines. Diamonds, where are they? Under tons of rock. Pearls, where are they? At the bottom of the sea, inside an oyster. None of them are outside, in the open. All of them are hidden. All of them are protected. You are the same. God is protecting you. He is protecting you from falling into the wrong hands, from attaching yourself to the wrong hearts, from walking down the wrong paths. Look at the modern world. On social media, everyone looks happy. Everyone is in love. Everyone is married. Everyone is happy. But do you know what the reality is? Statistics say the divorce rate is over 40%. The rate of unhappy marriages is over 60%. That means most people are married but unhappy. Why? Because they married in haste. They married for show. They said, everyone is getting married, so I should too. They did not wait for God's timing. But you are not like that. You will not marry for show, but for God's pleasure. And that is why God is making you wait. He is hiding you. He is preparing you. Because God knows this. Your ceiling is higher than the dreams of the person in front of you. Your purpose is much greater than an ordinary relationship. Your potential is too vast to fit into a simple marriage. And God will not allow you to sacrifice your great purpose for a small relationship. This is a holy hiding, a protection, a grace. And know this as well. Just because you are hidden does not mean you are forgotten. On the contrary, you are being watched even more closely because everything valuable is protected more carefully. Do not take seriously the foolish and fake happiness that people try to display on social media or in the outside world. Remember, the grass always looks greener from a distance. Now I will tell you a painful truth. The breaking of wrong bonds is not a punishment, it is a mercy. Maybe someone you loved left you. Maybe someone you were with for years suddenly said, I don't want this anymore, and left. Maybe your engagement was broken. Just when the final preparations had been made, everything was canceled. Maybe the person you were going to marry gave up 1 week before the wedding. Maybe you were cheated on, betrayed, and you were destroyed. You cried. You cried for days, maybe months, maybe years. You asked, why did God do this to me? You asked, what did I do to deserve this? Do you think this is logical? You shortened your already short life even more with something as foolish as heartbreak. You even questioned yourself. Thoughts like, could I have done the right things? Could it have been much better if I had acted differently? Passed through your mind. Listen, when the right person comes, you will never have these kinds of handicaps. Even in your best state, you will never be enough for the wrong person. Even in your worst state, you will be like a work of art to the right person. God saved you from this. What does the Holy Book say? Whoever fears God, God will show them a way out. That person left. But maybe that person would have ruined your life. Maybe that person would have pulled you away from God. Maybe that person would have blocked your mission. Maybe that person would have killed your soul. And God freed you from that wrong yoke. What does wrong yoke mean? When two different animals are harnessed under the same yoke, if one is strong, it drags the other. If one is fast, it exhausts the other. If one goes to the right and the other goes to the left, both fall. You are walking toward God, but that person was walking toward the world. If you are under the same yoke, either you would enter their path or they would enter yours. And most of the time, the path of the world looks more attractive, easier, more fun, faster. That is exactly why God saved you from that path. He closed the door, He cut the bond, and He protected you. For example, there is a girl, a believing girl. She meets a man, handsome, rich, kind, but he does not worship. They say he doesn't, but he's a good person. They say his heart is clean. The girl thinks, maybe he will change after marriage. Maybe I will change him. No, he will not change after marriage. On the contrary, you will change. First, you start postponing your worship. You say, I'm tired today, I'll pray tomorrow. Then sometimes you do not pray at all. Then you leave it completely. And this is how that good person pulls you away from God, kills your soul. Never approach someone with the hope that they will change one day. I say this especially, never do it. You cannot raise and change a girl or a man whom their own parents could not raise. Or there is a man, a believing man. He meets a woman, beautiful, intelligent, educated, but there is no faith. She says, I believe, but I can't practice it. The man thinks, maybe I will guide her, but it does not work. On the contrary, that woman changes the man. First she asks, why are you so strict? Then she says, relax a little. And the man slowly loosens up. He compromises his principles. And in the end, he believes, but he does not live his faith. That is why in this season of purification, God removed the wrong people from your life. He closed doors, he cut roads, he ended relationships, and now you are alone. But this loneliness is to protect you. What does the wise saying say? A person is upon the religion of their friend, so let them be careful whom they befriend. If this is true for friendship, what about marriage? Marriage is the closest friendship. Your spouse is your closest companion. If that person pulls you away from God, they are your greatest enemy. That is why God is choosing your spouse very carefully, and you must be patient. Now, I will tell you the real purpose of your singleness. This is a laboratory. Yes, you heard correctly. You are currently being tested in a laboratory. Your character, your patience, your faith, your surrender, your trust, your ability to forgive, your power of discernment. Everything about you is being tested. Why? Because God does not entrust a holy relationship to an unhealed heart. Think about it for a moment. If you are still carrying the pain of old wounds, if you are still living with the disappointment from past relationships, if you still think, no one loves me, if you still carry the fear, everyone leaves me, how can you build a healthy marriage? You may build one, but that marriage will be built on your trauma, and everything built on trauma eventually collapses. Think about the great prophets in history. All of them went through a period of preparation before their missions. Moses, 40 years in the desert. David, years as a fugitive. Joseph, years in prison. Why? Because a great mission requires great preparation, and you are also being prepared, not only for marriage, but for a mission, for a purpose, for a calling. Now, I will tell you a truth that most people do not know. A true spouse is not only emotional support, they are a partner in purpose. What does this mean? It means you are not getting married just to not be alone. You are getting married for a mission. God gave every person a mission. He gave a purpose. He gave a calling. And some missions can only be fulfilled when two people come together. What do the Holy Scriptures say? They, your spouses, are garments for you, and you are garments for them. What does a garment do? It protects, it covers, it beautifies, it completes. So your spouse is not just someone who is beside you, but someone who protects you, completes you, and walks with you on the path of God. Look at the modern world. Why do people get married? Because everyone is getting married. Because my family wants it. Because I am lonely and there should be someone. Because I am getting older, I have to get married. Because there is social pressure. But these are wrong reasons. Because these reasons do not lead you to a healthy marriage. They lead you to an unhappy marriage. The right reason is this. I am getting married for the pleasure of God. I am finding a partner in purpose. I am getting married to fulfill a greater mission together. And this is exactly why God is making you wait. Understand this correctly. I am not saying He is delaying you. I am saying He is making you wait. He is making you wait for the right time. And you must trust God's timing. God is calculating everything, and you will wait. But not a passive waiting, an active waiting. While you wait, improve yourself, Strengthen your worship, heal your character, develop your abilities. Be busy with your own growth. Now write this in the comments. What happens is what is best. God is sending you a message. And that message is this: you were chosen. You are being prepared. And at the perfect time, God will bring you together. Continue to trust divine timing. See you again.